In this video, I'm going to share with you some Valentine DIYs using window clings and napkins. I'm going to be using this window cling that says love and this little flower. I'm also using this 12 by 8 rectangle piece and a 3-inch wood heart and some baker's twine and jute twine. First thing I want to do is paint my wood piece white. I'm also going to paint my wood heart white, and then after I get both of those painted, I'm going to take some pink paint and I'm going to blend that into the white so that it's a pale pink color. Now I'm going to use a school glue stick to adhere the window clings, the little flower, to my heart, and then the love down on the left hand side of my rectangle wood piece. On the right hand side of my wood piece, I'm going to use some baker's twine along with the jute twine and wrap that around a few times, securing it with hot glue. I'm also going to use the baker's twine and the jute twine to fix the heart to the board as well. I'm just going to loop it through and tie it onto the twine that is there. Then I'm going to use a little hot glue to secure the bow into place where I want it and the heart as well. And that is all for this one. Now for this one, I'm using this decorative wood cutting board. It is not for actual use, and I'm using a cupcake window cling and candy window clings as well, along with some ribbon and rope. And now I'm just painting the cutting board white. I'm going to give it a good even coat all over. Now once again, using the school glue stick, I'm going to adhere my window clings onto my wooden cutting board. Now I'm going to use the ribbon and the rope and thread that through the hole in the top of the cutting board and just tie a knot. And then I'm going to use some of the rope to make just a shoestring bow, just like if you were tying your shoes, the kind of bow you would make, and glue that on there. And that's it for this one. Now for this next one, I'm using this wood heart. It's about a 12-inch heart. And I'm going to use also another one of those 3-inch wood hearts, a napkin, and a window cling. Now I'm going to paint my heart white. I'm also going to be using that pink paint to make like an ombre effect on the heart. It's going to be a darker pink, then go to a lighter pink, and then into the white on the top. You will be able to see the variation in the color underneath the napkin when it's glued on. Now I'm using that school glue stick to go all over my heart, covering it really well. And then I'm going to press my napkin down all over and using my sanding block to get the excess napkin off of the heart. Now I'm going to adhere this gingham pattern heart window cling onto my wood heart. And I'm going to glue that down into the center of my heart. You see, I dropped it there and did get some hot glue on there, but we're going to fix that. Now I'm using this ribbon to create a nice bow on the top of my heart, along with some red ribbon. I'm going to use some red and white baker's twine to secure the bow in the center. Then I'm going to pull it out, make it all nice and fluffy, and then glue it to the top of my heart. Now I'm going to take another one of those 3-inch wood hearts and I'm going to paint it white. There is a little bit of pink in there, but it's not enough that you can really see it. And I'm going to use a red permanent marker to write love on there, and then I'm just going to glue it on over top to cover up that hot glue. Now I'm going to use the red and white baker's twine to create a hanger on my heart. I'm just threading it through the holes that were already there in the heart. That's it for this one. Now for the last one, I'm using this charger. It's plastic, but it does have a wood look. I'm also using that napkin and then this window cling that is round. And I'm going to give a thin coat of white paint onto the charger just to accent the wood grain a little bit and make the colors from the window cling and the napkin really pop. Now I'm painting with the wood grain. Once I get the coverage that I want, then I'm going to use my school glue stick to adhere the napkin just around the edge of the charger. Then once I use my sanding block, I will just go into where the glue is and it will take off the extra. It's going to look really nice. You'll see that in just a moment. And I'm just pressing the napkin into the glue. And then I'm going to take my scissors and trim off the excess napkin. Using a pattern like this on the napkin makes it very easy to blend the ends together whenever I do the other side of the charger. And you'll see that as well, how well that turns out. And I'm just taking my sanding block and I'm going to go all around, get all the excess napkin off. Even whenever I go into the interior, I'm just going to do right along the edge, right where the glue is. And if I don't use a whole lot of pressure, it's just going to take off what I need it to take off. It looks on the video like I'm going really fast, but this is sped up for time's sake. But I did take a little more time than what it looks like I did to do that so that I do it right. Now I'm just going to do the same thing to the other side. Now I'm going to put this round window cling into the center of my charger. Once again, I'm going to use this school glue stick to adhere it. I learned the technique of using the school glue stick from Kristen Kay. I don't know if any of you watch her videos, but that's who I learned it from, and I haven't had any issues. Okay, that's all for this one. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.